Hi! Continuing on with our Spanish week, we're making our side dish, Patatas Bravas. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy! So we're going to start off by making our Bravas sauce. So we're going to heat up 1/3 cup of olive oil, and get that heated up. We'll check back when that's heated up in about a minute or so. Alright, now we are adding a couple tablespoons of paprika. So we can get that in there. Sorry, I'm twisting the top back on there so it doesn't spill, because that would be a big mess. Alright. Now we're just going to get that nicely combined while it heats. And we're making this in advance before we do our potatoes. We'll probably, you can always rewarm it a little if it does not stay warm enough to your liking for when you pour it over your potatoes, your patatas, as it were, patatas, for your Bravas sauce. So now that that's nicely incorporated and it's heating up, we're going to add our flour, adding about 2 tablespoons so that your sauce will thicken nicely. And it's on a medium heat. Can smell that paprika. It's going to be some good taste. You can even do this simultaneously with your potatoes, probably you'll see at the end, but for my purposes to show y'all, I need to do them separately. But if you're not doing them to show to people how to do everything, you could do them simultaneously. Alright, and now I'm going to add in, gradually adding in, because it's going to do this, a cup of chicken broth, doing that, and see it's thickening so nicely. It's not bubbling too bad as we continue adding in after that first bit, but if we did the whole thing at once, it might have spilled all over or popped up and burned. That would not be super fun. Right, and now it's all in. So we're going to stir it, let it thicken up again. And it's thickening quite nicely, which is what we want. Our last thing to do is just some sea salt. In there, 'cause salt's a good way to bring out the flavor. You could add more, you could add less, it's up to you. Oops. Sorry, Bravas sauce, I did not mean to. I know not what I did. Stirred too vigorously, that's actually what I did. Alright. See, it's getting there, it's getting to that nice creamy thickness. Just gonna keep stirring it a couple more minutes, we'll check back in a few minutes. Alright, so it's nicely thickened up. We're just going to cover it and I'm going to remove it from heat, and we'll check back as we move on to the patatas. Alright, we've got 4, it said to use medium potatoes, so I got Yukon Gold because that was in the medium potato range at my store. And you're just cutting them consistently into bite-sized pieces. So just kind of, you know, whatever you think is a bite size, like you could do that. You could do more like that. So that's up to you. I'm just gonna chop them all into those bite-sized chunks, bite-sized pieces. I'm about to put the skillet with some oil in it on the burner we were just using, but I'm letting it cool just a smidge so that the oil doesn't overheat and, you know, pop up and cause the potatoes to cook a little faster than we're wanting. I'm going to finish these and I'll check back in a sec. Alright, had our skillet get into a medium, or kind of a low medium heat. We've turned it down just a smidge before we've added the potatoes in. So we're going to get our potatoes in there. Alright, we're just going to be heating them up for a couple minutes on either side, and then removing them, and then I'll just move to that step. Hang tight. Alright, it's been a few minutes on either side at the low heat. Actually, I don't know why I grabbed this spatula. The other one. Use metal with metal, use the other one with the other one. I was like, why is it not doing what I want? Whew. Brain's not quite working. Need more caffeine today. Alright, so we're going to put these on. We're going to drain them a little, kind of shake them up that way, and put them on a plate, some paper towels underneath to catch the oil we didn't get in this moment. And then we're going to heat the oil up, and while the oil's heating up, and this will seem similar to what we've done with homemade french fries in the past that we've actually fried, is, if you remember during TV recipes week, the fries cuatro quesos sofritos, which were also Yukon Gold potatoes, come to think of it. We're going to put these in the fridge while the oil heats up. So that's a little different. Although we did freeze the fries cuatro quesos dos fritos, but not in between the 2 times we fried them. Just at other times. So yeah, sorry. Personal little just memory tangents. So we do. Alright, come on little potatoes. Last little one. You know you want. Alright, so we're going to crank that up a bit, put these in the fridge, and check back in a bit. Alright, so we've gotten that heating up. We let these cool in the fridge in the meantime. We're returning them to the pan. You can hear that sizzle. And we're going to be frying them up till they are nice and crispy on both sides. So just getting them there. Alright, so I'll check when we're turning them in a few minutes. Alright, so we're going to start turning ones that we can see are crisping on the bottom. Just getting them flipped over. Just do that and then let them cook on the other side, so we get to that before we drain them. Then serve them topped with that Brava sauce we made a little while ago. Just get them good and crispy. Kind of crispy to your preference. Alright, so we'll check back in a little bit. Alright, so we're taking them off, drained them. Just gonna salt them with some sea salt while they're still nice and piping hot. Let them drain for about another minute or so, let the oil kind of come off for about a minute, and then we will check back. Alright, so drain them, put some on a plate. Got our Bravas sauce that we've warmed up. Just gonna drizzle that on top, kind of to your liking. And there it is. Buen provecho. See you later.